going to try to run away, but his entire team is right on the other side of the river.
LGD don't have any response to this. They may just have to give up on maybe. No, they're actually going to turn and fight this one out. Crit is going to be telekinesis, pulled back down. Moon is actually fighting out with Sylar, and Sylar's going to be able to win, but that is the Aegis. Crit's going to be the next target. Sylar is able to take him out. Now, Sylar, he's just a wolf running loose in the chicken pen. He's going to be able to take out at least 2 heroes before this fight is over. The spin by MMY, they're actually going to be able to get Miracle as well. OG, they just wandered into a pretty disastrous team fight, seeing as how far ahead they were. OG now have to back out. They're going to be able to keep, looks like both Moon and No-Tail alive. RTK is going to be popped by Fly as he comes back into the fight. Moon tries to go in. Is actually going to be torn apart here as MMI with a spin. Second time in a row in this fight. He's going to be able to get a huge amount of damage out. Threatens No-Tail's life to make sure he can't really pursue. A couple sticky napalms, but I think OG, they just got to cool their jets a little bit.
The main reason, by the way, guys, that they were willing to fight the tier 1 bottom, but they weren't willing to fight the tier 2 top, is because they have no vision in their jungle. And most importantly, they weren't set up at all. If you're going to defend a tower, you have to be ready. Everybody on your team has to be good to go before the engagement, but maybe he's just going to jump in, and that is vicious.
The Lycan's going to come in from behind, though. He's got the Necronomicon already out right in the middle of things. They do have the Omni Slashes. They're actually going to bounce over to Sylar with the Doom as well. Sylar's most definitely dead. Maybe they can get a deny on him. Maybe the heal. Oh, he doesn't get it. Miracle comes in with a spin. Doom actually stolen once again by MMI. Managed to turn it around onto Miracle. But I think OG are just going to go for a full extraction from here on out. No-Tail and Moon are actually going to come in through the back line. MMY is going to be eaten up by the Broodmother, and they're going to look for a little bit more. Maybe he's already down to half HP. Moon dropped low, but he doesn't really care. He's dealing with DDC. Maybe will be caught by No-Tail. Maybe has to turn and fight. Kills No-Tail, but ends up dying in the process. And finally, it's going to be DDC who wraps things up. Not sure. Okay, maybe they can go for ROTK. They're going to try get one big crit out of Miracle, but they give up the chase. They can take the tier 2, and looks like tier 3 tower as well. There's no buyback from the Sven here.
That looks so weird when an Enchantress is just like running in the middle of the fight and like poking at you, but you can't actually do anything more, so you just let her walk away. But OG are going to be so happy with that engagement. It just took so long for LGD to kind of take that fight, and nobody was really prepared for that. Like, maybe jumps forward, doesn't really have a target to go for. I don't think they care too much about the BKB on Sven. It helps maybe, but it's not that item. It's not like when it normally pushes you over the edge, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get a BKB and you're like, okay, that's the item we were waiting for.
Besides, they've already set a precedent. Lycan may be able to pick up an AC, but that's not going to change OG's strategy in these fights, which is just blow everything on Lycan. Throw out a Doom, Lasso, Omni Slash. They'll use everything they have. And it works too. The jump in from the Bat Rider trying to grab once again Sylar. They now use the Orchid as well as the Doom. Everything on his Sylar. Nice deny though from Maybe, and that's actually going to be pretty decent. They buy back now. He still has the wolf form, so he's going to be able to maybe catch up here. Maybe jumps forward, manages to get the stun onto Moon. Sylar's now going to join the fight, and Moon is battling it out, but he knows the lifesteal won't save him. He will end up going down, but he did buy time for the rest of his team to get out, it looks like. OG, maybe Fly, TPing out, revealed, telekinesis, MMY. Managed to get a third pick off there on OG.
Now you've been hemmed into your base, and this is the worst possible feeling for a lineup that features a lot of control and push. Maybe he's going to push out one more wave at top, but has to start making his way at bottom.
Quick spin, take out the range racks, or maybe not. Miracle has to back out, can't fully commit to that one. Still though, he doesn't really get punished. He's going to have the healing ward, bring him back up to full HP. You can always try again. Jump in, Bat Rider, grab an ROTK this time around. They're going to go for the quick pick off in the Enchantress. Now, ROTK does have buyback, and perhaps this is LGD's best opportunity to fight, is trying to catch OG, perhaps being a little bit too cocky inside the base. But that being said, ROTK just bought back, and OG doesn't really seem to care. They continue to go for the melee racks. Miracle makes that commitment. He's going to be caught in the process on his way out, but that just life number 1. OG are going to turn and fight around Miracle here, or maybe just swap him back out. Shiva's going in. Crit's actually going to try and tune out and Doom, but unfortunately, he's not able to do a whole lot there. His main dodge strength and just bites it out. OG now have to back themselves away. They've already lost a Broodmother and eventually getting a team fight right outside of OG's base and then pushing in, hoping, well, maybe that they don't have buyback or maybe just forcing the buybacks. Miracle, nice jump from MMY, throws out the Doom, and that was a very good kill. LGD found exactly what they needed to be able to put pressure high ground. Now, obviously, we know there is a buyback from the Juggernaut. So tier 3, now the jump in, Shiva's immediately OG, buy back, and are going to engage right away. They've already taken out the Sven, and Doom has been down, but they got off his Doom, and MMY managed to steal it. He's actually going to be able to get away with that one. ROTK, he's not getting away though. Run down by No Tail as well as Miracle. If only the smoke was up right now. They kind of need that surprise initiation. You know where you see like some teams where they start just barreling down a lane and you do some sort of wraparound play?
Yeah.
That's what they desperately need here. They're going to try and pop Miracle. This is so essential to be able to get this kill, but no, the Visage Familiars, they don't manage to chain it up. They finally do kill him, but again, that's just the Aegis. He's going to be coming back, ready to go with that Omni Slash. Meanwhile, maybe has been kind of deep into No Tail, and he is food for fodder here as Miracle comes in with life number 2, rips him a new one. Fly, he's being chased down by these Impetus shots, but now the rest of his team has joined in, provided some reserve against Sylar, and OG maybe comes back in. Oh, nice two-man stun. He's actually going at Miracle. The Omni Slash is bouncing around. It's not dealing enough damage. Barely even, can't even deal with the Necronomicon. Swap backed out though. Fly, hoping to be able to save Miracle's life as OG unable to penetrate.
They're gonna get him again.
Defense, and they do get the stun. Miracle, he's gonna phase boots away, but the Visage Familiars are on top of him, and triple kill for maybe. The buyback, well worth it for LGD. They win the fight and maybe just take some control of this game. Granted, their base is rapidly under siege from creeps, but still a win.
I think this is their timing, honestly.
Yeah?
I think they just go for it right now. They have buyback on pretty much everybody. Sylar's still dead, but you've got 80 seconds to deal with this. Maybe he's incredibly farmed.
Aegis and Cheese and let them push into LGD are smoked up. No Tail's looking for the initiation. He does manage to get off the BKB. Lasso onto Maybe with the Doom follow-up. They're going to be able to take out Maybe first. He does have buyback, though. Miracle on these slash. Oh, 1-to-1 loaded sword. That's not what he wanted at all. Miracle ends up not doing very much with that one at all. Sylar's come back into play. Looks for Moon. Moon's actually been doomed up. MMY, once again, he controls the Broodling and takes him out of action. Sylar having a bit of issues here. Fly desperately trying to get the last bit of damage to kill him off. The Earth's taking him down. Tick, tick, tick.
Oh, he's trying to lifesteal.
He gets him. Crit comes in, but it's going to cost him his life. OG lose out big time. Still, though, LGD had to throw down 2 different buybacks. This is all-in time. They got to do something big with these buybacks.
Sylar had a slot available, but I don't think he even cares about it. You can give him the cheese.
Look what OG
worried.
are doing. Like, I love this play because you know LGD cannot back up to defend it. Right, they just can't. They'll lose too much time. They need to try
they don't
and
have
force something.
travels or anything.
He's
It's
just
a
going to go
race.
straight for the tier 4 tower. Are you kidding me? He's going to be able to take out that tier 4 and had no HP whatsoever. The throne has already been exposed.
It's
and
not
now
a race.
OG do have to back out. It's a race back to the Radiant throne as all hands on deck. No Tail and Miracle back themselves away. What a smart play that was. That just completely. We were talking about how LGD had to do something with that buyback, and that one quick play through the top lane. LGD can do nothing with that buyback. They are now at a disadvantage for the next 4 minutes.
It was so hilarious. It was like everybody from LGD was like, they steeled themselves. They're like hard committed. They're like, okay, guys, we're all in. Nobody has travels or anything.
And then they watch as Miracle just walks
He
straight
just, like,
past that
beelines
tier
the throne.
3. He's like, nah, I'm not going for Vegas.
What was that? Like, you just saw the panic in LGD. They're just like, they're just like marching down, and then everybody pops everything to pop. There's like Warcry down. Lycan pops his ulti. Everybody's just like, run.
You know, it's got to be almost like, in a way, anticlimactic for LGD. I think so, as well. Me as well. Then again, we've only cast it together.
Oh, and maybe he goes for it.
Oh, maybe! He's trying to dunk on Moon! He managed to get the swap out, though. Now that Cheese is going to be in, he managed to pop the lifesteal, turns back to fight again. He wants to deal with Maybe, but
Oh, the
my
crits!
God, they're just getting destroyed! That AoE claim takes down 2. Easy peasy. Now the Doom! The Doom! Stolen by MMY comes into play to get a little bit on Miracle. They take him out as well. OG, they have the full buyout here to defend against LGD's incoming mid push.
As Miracle's dying, he's like, screw you, crit.
Full crit, why? Oh, man. All right, LGD. This is a ball game, folks. They are just now getting their buybacks.
They just need one pick off on pretty much the Juggernaut, and they're good. Or the Brood, even. The Brood doesn't have buyback either. He will shortly, but not really chancing leaving the base.
Oh, they're going to come in from behind. They see the ping. They ping it out. And now they see the opportunity. They know they're separated. No Tail's going to be caught here. They're going to be able to burst him down nice and easy. And he does not have buyback. OG have just lost a huge hero, their main initiator. And is now going to fall on the shoulders of Crit.
2-minute buyback
for the
cooldown
opening.
for the Juggernaut. OG has to have the fight of their lifetime.
The buyback is coming up on Batrider, though. Take gold. It is up now. They will have their full 5. Buyout now. LGD seem to be unfazed. Continuing to right-click down this tier 4. They're going to smoke up. There's the initiation on a Sylar first. Crit's going to start backing himself up. Actually, Shiva's set. He's not going to go for that Doom. RTK is the target by Moon. They take out the Enchantress like number 1, and maybe he goes down. He does have buyback, and he can come in with the boots of travel, but he's still going to have issues. There finally goes the Doom, but it's sold by MMY once again. He gets the telekinesis. He's going to hold on to that Doom for now. He doesn't want to use it. DDC is dead. LGD realizes this is not their fight. They're just going to run away with the Doom if possible and hold on to their buybacks until OG respond with a push of their own. R2K is going to be chased down. They can't really afford to lose him. He's the one hero that does not have buyback here. It's down for 50 seconds. Shivas doesn't quite hit him. It looks like RTK will be able to get out because of that one.
Oh no. So many mistakes. Maybe had the BKB.
The travel in, look out. Oh, the hand of Midas. The 67-minute hand of Midas. It comes into play for ROTK.
That was like the best scenario. Maybe he was gonna have. He popped his God Strength, but he didn't BKB. OG have all the time in the
Tails
world.
going like deep south side. He's looking for that crazy initiation all the way in the background. He managed to get it too. Pops a refresher. They've gotten the Doom onto maybe. MMY stole the Doom as well as bouncing back with a Lotus Orb. MMY is trying to escape back to the fountain to see if he can keep that Doom in play. Meanwhile, the throne is a bit exposed. LGD can't sit in their fountain forever as they've already lost the Visage. It is 4 versus 5 from here on out. But Crit, he's probably going to even out with the 4 versus 4. He ends up going down as well as the Juggernaut. Juggernaut is bought back. The Broodmother is dead and is not buying back. It looks like OG are not going to fully commit to this fight. They poked at LGD. They killed a hero for good for 90 seconds, but they're not going to try and abuse that.
Miracle's farming with spin just in case. Everybody's waiting outside.
Sylar wrapping around. They're going to catch No Tail here. He's forced to pop his BKB, but they managed to get the Abyssal Blade lock on him. And the one thing LGD may not know is he does not have buyback. They have everything else up, though. They're going to start beating on the tier 4 towers. OG got to find their initiation somehow. There's so many creeps as well. This is not going to be a great Omni Slash. Moon already in the middle. Pops his BKB, starts looking at ROTK. But oh, a big crit comes out from Maybe. Eliminates the Broodmother. And she comes back, but she won't have the BKB we're talking about. They're just going straight for Throne. They get the side device, but it was Lotus Orb back on the crit. They're controlling up these heroes. They're just taking down the Throne. Objective base gaming. It's all that LGD care about, but maybe he's taken out. Silent gets taken out as well. The buyouts, they gotta go straight for Throne. ROTK chipping away at it with Maybe. They get it.
Oh my god.
Game number 2 is taken by LGD. We go to a full series here.
OG, if they lose this series, they are going to be so mad.
Oh, unbelievable. LGD, stuff of champions, really. We talked about multiple times how they had to do. I mean, they just took a winner's approach to this game. It didn't matter how many things were set against them. They found the one way that they can turn this game around multiple times, and they did it.